Okay, welcome back to the final episode of Mega Man 2. At least I hope it's final. You'll know if it's not before I do. So one trick here that I learned as a kid, you just hold over as you fall, and then you'll always be ahead of these drips before they get a chance to hit you. No problem. And now the final attack on Wily. Ooh, aliens. Scary. Now, he's a little difficult at first with the background going, but once you realize to pay attention to him and not the background, he's just making a simple figure 8 pattern. And you can usually hit him with 2 shots each pass. That is it. Mega Man 2 finished. That was actually quick enough. Probably could have squeezed that into the last episode, but I guess we can show the ending and kind of try and fill the dead air so I'm not... I guess I'm gonna be sitting here talking to myself. So as a kid, playing through this, I remember getting to Wily, the final form, and one of the older kids in the neighborhood and I could not figure out how to beat him. We thought we tried everything. Evidently, we must have missed with bubble lead when we used it, because nothing would work on him. That's the only thing that does any damage. And we tried and tried, and there was this one even older kid in the neighborhood. I was probably 8, this guy would have been well into his teens. He was this weird recluse, at least that's how we saw him. He was probably just out hanging out, never around, but we had eventually go to him to figure out how to beat him, and of course he wouldn't just straight up tell us. He would always try to talk in riddles to make himself seem brilliant. I remember for The Legend of Zelda he told us to beat Ganon and we had to play hide and seek with him. I had no idea how he figured that would help us, but for this he told us we had to make sure Wily was clean, and we finally figured out to use bubble lead. And then we beat the game, and this was probably the first NES game I ever completed, and I completed it many times. And I felt a little bit of my skill coming back. It's still going to be sad when we throw in a game that I haven't played a lot or in a long time. I'm trying to think of what the next one we should play is. We're going to have some Legend of Zelda videos up along with these, so we'll be in the middle of playing those. If anybody's actually watching this, you can put in the comments what you want to see for the next game. I think we might start... I don't want to just do a series of Mega Man games. Maybe we'll throw in... I know Castlevania is one I've always wanted to play all the way through. I never ever managed to finish that. That game is ridiculously hard. Corey wants to play Mario Brothers. Maybe we'll throw in Super Mario Brothers. That's a game I'm embarrassed to admit I've never actually finished. The furthest I've ever managed to make it is level 8-3. 8-4 being the final castle for Bowser. But yeah, by the time I was good enough to get to level 8-3, everybody was sort of moving on to other things, and Super Mario Brothers 2 had come out. Maybe we'll go through that. Maybe we'll go through Super Mario Brothers 3, that'd be a good one. The original Mega Man I hadn't played initially. I didn't play that for years and years. Just never managed to get my hands on a copy. So I'm not nearly as good at that. I want to brush up on my skill a lot more before I play that, because that game is 1,000 times more difficult than Mega Man 2. Like, the difficulty was really toned down for this, notably with the inclusion of the E-tanks. But anyway, there we have it. That is Mega Man 2. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.